So here's a fun one. Turns out when you deploy an AI agent on Google's Vertex AI platform, you're basically handing it the keys to your entire cloud kingdom, and you probably didn't even know it. Yeah, my friends over at Unit 42 just showed how attackers could exploit Vertex AI's default permissions model to completely break out of the agent's sandbox. And we're not talking about a little data leak here. They managed to access customer Google Cloud projects and Google's own internal infrastructure. Because nothing says enterprise security like giving every AI agent admin privileges by default. Yeah, the problem is something called P4SA, per project, per product service agent. Catchy name, terrible idea. Yeah, it's the privileged identity that gets automatically assigned to your AI agents, and it has way more permissions than it needs. Like break out of your container and go shopping in someone else's cloud levels of permissions. Yeah, Google's response, well, they updated their documentation to point out the risks. Cool. Documentation definitely stops attackers, yeah. They're also recommending users switch to bring your own service account mode, which why wasn't that default in the first place? Yeah. So look, if you're running AI agents on Vertex AI, you need to audit your permissions right now because somewhere, some threat actor just learned they can turn your helpful little AI assistant into a cloud-hopping data thief. All right, moving on to our next story. Most credential stealers are smash and grab operations. Get in, steal your passwords, and get out. Now, Venom stealer, totally different story. Venom stealer moves into your system like a terrible roommate who will never leave. This isn't just an info stealer either. This is a licensed malware as a service platform with built-in persistence and automation. Once it's on your machine, it doesn't just steal your credentials once, it keeps harvesting continuously. Session tokens, cryptocurrency wallets, browser cookies, it's all fair game and it's checking back regularly to see what's new. Yeah, this attack chain is impressively professional in a depressing kind of way. Victims are lured to fake security websites, and I'm seeing a lot of bogus Avast sites right now. They pretend to run a virus scan and then install Venom instead. Now, once installed, Venom sends your stolen data in structured JSON payloads and then enters a heartbeat loop where it periodically checks in with the operator's command and control server. It's like spyware with a subscription model, except you're not the one subscribing. Yeah, the really concerning part here is, again, this is licensed software. Cyber criminals are buying access to this as a service, which means the barrier to entry got really low. You don't need to be a sophisticated threat actor anymore. You don't even have to know how to program. Just rent Venom and point it at your targets. So if you visited any sketchy security websites recently or downloaded what you thought was an antivirus program, yeah, run a legitimate scan now because Venom doesn't just knock, it keeps knocking. All right, now our last story is by far the biggest piece of news today, and it is a doozy, okay? I need you to fully appreciate the level of absolute chaos of what just happened, okay? Anthropic, the company that positions itself as the responsible AI company, just accidentally shipped 512,000 lines of their most valuable source code to the entire internet via NPM. Not a hack, not a sophisticated breach. All it was human error. A missing .npm ignore file. That's it. Yeah, some intern at Solayer Labs spotted this at 4:23 a.m. and tweeted about it. And by the time Anthropic had their coffee, their entire Claude code architecture had been forked 82,000 times on GitHub and was trending worldwide. And what in the world did they find in there? Oh my God, absolute gold. We're talking self-healing memory systems that prevent AI agents from going insane during long sessions. A unreleased Kairos mode that lets Claude code run as an always-on background daemon that fixes your code while you sleep. Also, internal model code names showing that their latest version has a 29% false claims rate, which is probably actually worse than their previous version. But wait, it gets way better. They have a undercover mode explicitly designed to make stealth contributions to open source repos without revealing it's AI generated. The system prompt literally says, do not blow your cover. Yeah, I'm sure that'll age well. Oh, and did I mention this happened exactly right after the Axios supply chain attack? Yeah, some users who updated Claude code during a specific 3-hour window on March 31st might have actually pulled the remote access Trojan down as well. Yeah, happy April Fools, folks, except yeah, this ain't no joke. So Anthropic's response, this was a packaging issue caused by human error, not a security breach. Well, I guess that's comforting. Yeah, their 2.5 billion products blueprint is now public domain, but hey, at least it wasn't hackers. Yeah, for the record, if you've installed or updated Claude Code via NPM between 12/21 and 3/39 on March 31st, you better rotate all your secrets and maybe even like reinstall your OS. The rest of us, well, switch to the native installer and watch as every AI competitor suddenly gets really, really good at agentic coding. Yeah, Anthropic just open sourced their competitive advantage and they didn't even mean to. Yeah. So folks, I know that was a lot to take in today. Remember, today is April Fool's Day. Be mindful that not all the announcements today that you see will be legitimate, okay? Today is a really good day to be skeptical. So with that said, this is Andy Thompson signing off.